What's going on, guys? Classic Queen Senior MOD, the Guardian. Coming back with another video for you guys. Last one I did was about race troops, how to include them in your marches, which ones to use, and the best outfit for your marches. That was pretty simple, but in that video I told you guys I'd do one about the troop equipment. Just recently added as a new feature into the game. It's been a little bit since it's been added, so I kind of wanted to get a feel for it before I gave you guys pretty much like the good information on what's kind of best on how to upgrade these things, how to refine your equipment, I guess you could say, and pretty much which ones to work towards, and just pretty much all about the troop equipment. So we're gonna get into it. Kind of just came on for the day, so collecting dailies, get my adventures done. We're just gonna wait off on that. Now, I do have troop equipment for all of my troop types. I'm gonna go ahead and show you those, show you which ones you should work on for your race troops. Right now I'm doing the human troops. I'm kind of upgrading those because it goes based on the Skyland as well. I'll go ahead and show you. Let me load it up. Okay, so apparently the troop equipment for the humans is also supposed to be based on the sky troops as well. But as you can see over here on the left side of the screen, underneath all the base stats, usually the sword, the shield, and the health bar at the very bottom, that's supposed to have like in addition to the base, like troop attack, defense, and health. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like on these ones. So as you can see over here at the bottom left, it says equipment attack 21%, equipment defense 16, and equipment health points 23. So these are the stats that get added with the new troop equipment. I've been working on my casters. We all know casters are heavy hitters, so I've been working on these ones so far, upgrading these. I'm gonna show you guys how to get these, how to get this equipment, how to refine them, what that means, what that is gonna do for your troop equipment, how you can pretty much get like the best out of the new troop equipment. So to kind of pop it off, the troop equipment is very easy to obtain as long as you're good at the Monster Hunter. Every weekend you get the Super Monster Hunter. It's the same thing as this, but it's based on your whole alliance instead of just one person. So during the week you get the individual ranking. At the end of the week, I think it's Saturday and Sunday, you get the Super Monster Hunter that is based on the alliances. And I keep getting blown up with messages, so I'm gonna try to avoid those as we're doing this. So you can get them that way. You can also get them through the store. They're not too expensive, but if you go to the store and go to others, they're down here in the store. You can get the equipment small chest, which is going to be your basic materials for the basic equipment to upgrade them from level 1 to level 2. After that, you're going to have to start getting the soldier medium chest, which is the second one over here that's worth 70 gold. This one's going to give you the materials in order to upgrade from level 2, and I think it goes to level 5, maybe more than that. I haven't got that far into it. But then after that, there's the soldier equipment big chest. This is going to be the materials you need to make the equipment for, I believe, which is either level 5 or level 6 to level 10. These are pretty important. I'm going to go ahead and actually buy some because I need them. Let me see. Like I said, I'm upgrading these ones first, so I'll need golden saddles, which means I'll need the small chest for all of these. So I'm going to go ahead buy some of these from the store. It's being a little slow today, but that's alright. So you can buy 50 a day of each one of them. I don't recommend buying the other ones until you get up into that area where you're actually upgrading your troop equipment like that. Oh, I forgot to use them. Duh. So there's 90 of those. So I'm just going to go ahead and use all of them on the golden saddle because I've been working on my human troops. So those are the ones I use the most at the moment. Got attacked during kill event this week, so I lost a lot of race troops. We'll leave that out of the question. I still have my troop equipment for the other troops. I'll go ahead and switch races so you guys can go ahead and see all that. But you just click enhance and it's going to bring it up to level 2. Pearls, I'll have to go spend some honor on that. Honor store. Buy me some pearls. It's like a woman's greatest dream. Just buy her 100 pearls. Oh, it does cost a little bit in order to get them, but I mean it's well worth it, especially if you're in a kingdom that has war. So pretty much right now, I ran out of the golden saddles. I think I used majority of them after the weekend ended, but I might have some still here in my messages. We'll go ahead and check real quick. Nope. Just KVK rewards. I said awards. So we want our KVK. That's the easy way to tell if you won. If you guys didn't get the memo on if you won or not. If you get 2 of the food, 2 of the wood, it typically means you lost. If you get 4 of them, 4 of the wood and 4 of the food, it typically means you win when you collect your rewards for that. I'm not sure if that tells you, but we'll get into that in a different one. Anyways, so back into it. That's how you upgrade these. They're pretty simplistic. As you see, up to level 3, you still need the golden saddles. So easy stuff there. Now, when you're refining these, you need the refining stones. You also get the refining stones in the Super Monster Hunter. You can also get them in packages. You cannot buy them in the store. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to obtain them unless you're on like pretty much on the weekends. Your alliance is doing really good in the Super Monster Hunter. You get top 3. I should have turned my notifications off. But anyways, when you refine these, what it's going to do is, as you can see, as I have a blue equipment attack plus 10 and a green equipment HP plus 9. When you refine those, it's going to change those stats just like it would in your Temple of Runes. So when you refine those stats are going to change. It's going to be random. So don't think that once you have like a good one, like I have the blue attack plus 10, that one may change to a green plus 5. So be careful when you're refining these. If you don't have a good amount of refining stones, you could end up losing your good stats. So use those sparingly. If you do get a good one, especially the attack or health points, those are going to be 2 really good ones. Unless you're a defensive player, you want the defense and health points ones. Those are actually really good. Keep those ones the best that you can. It's the same thing as the Temple of Runes. Refining those is random, but it costs the refining stones that are really scarce at the moment unless you're buying packages with them. So be careful using those. Upgrading these is what it does is adds to your troops base attack, defense, and health points. This does not give you higher stats. That's not what the troop equipment is doing. What this is doing is let me see. I'll go into my troop details. You can see up here my attack is 163, but with my equipment attack plus 21, it's not going to be 164, it's going to be 185 instead. So what this is doing is adding to your troops base stats. So don't think that, oh, my equipment's not working, it's not, I still have the same stats that I had before, because that's not what it's doing. It's pretty much adding these stats to your troops basic stats. So I've heard a lot of people talk about, oh well, my stats aren't increasing when I increase my troop equipment. Well, your stats aren't going to increase. What it's going to increase is the base stats of the troops that you're already using. So there's a big difference there. That's why I've been upgrading the casters, because they're heavy hitters, they have the highest attack. So instead of it being 164, it's going to actually be 185. And more I increase that, it could probably go up to 200, a little bit past 200. You can kind of see, if you hit the question mark up here at the top right, it's going to show you the special equipment is the shield. Boots, obviously boots, but it shows you at level 10, this is the base that it's going to give you. It's going to give you equipment defense plus 12, equipment HP plus 12. For the legs equipment, it's going to give you same thing. Armor attribute is going to give you same thing. Helmet attribute, it's all the same, except for the weapon attributes. The weapon, I think the special one as well, the first one, is going to give you attack and health points. Yeah, the special equipment and the weapon equipment is going to give you attack and defense, and for the special equipment, which would be the shield, and then your weapon is going to give you attack and health points. So if you're an attack player, what you want to work for is going to work on the weapon, which for these guys would be the blasting wand, and then you're going to work on the shield, which would be the magic book on these guys. So it's going to be the top left corner and the bottom right corner for these. If you're an attack kind of player, those are the ones that you want to focus on first. If you're an all-around player, focus on all of them. Defensive, you can focus on every one of them except for the weapon and obviously the shield, or in this case the book. So pretty simple, not too hard to get a grasp of. The equipment materials are very easy to get, especially if you're active during the weekends. You get the choice out of the golden saddle, mithril ingot, and the bone shards with power. I don't know what the other ones are off the top of my head, but it's the same thing for each one. Top one is always going to be for humans, middle one's going to be for elves, and the bottom one's going to be for the immortals. So I'm going to go ahead and race switch real quick. I'm going to show you which ones to work on for these guys. Obviously, the humans, you want to work on your caster, and you want to work on your infantry. These are the equipments that you want to work on for these guys. I've been started with my caster first, did a little bit on my infantry, haven't really touched the archers or the cavalry yet. I'll work on these guys after. So let me switch over real quick. I'll go over to the elves. Show you guys which ones to work on for these. It's all the same thing, the same way to get them, same way to use them. These ones are just gonna be a little different. You want to work on different things with each race type, especially the way you use them in your marches. So for these ones, as you can see, okay, maybe I don't have all my elves. I thought I did. No. Okay, well apparently I was an idiot on this one, and I didn't get my elf archers, which is probably the most important on this. This kind of blows my mind a little bit. Well, okay, so I don't know what I did here, but what you want to work on with the elves is you want to work on the archers. Archers are pretty much like the main focus on the elves. Apparently I didn't, or maybe I just didn't finish. No, go away. Maybe I just didn't finish, sorry about that. But you want to work on your archers, you want to work on your attack for your archers, so you work on the bow, you also work on the mithril bow. These are going to give you the 2 attack boosts for the archers. As we know, the archers give you double attack speed. They also have a poison, which turns the soldiers into dead troops. They also have the critical hit chance, which is doubled. Plus with the poison, it's actually tripled. So these are the best ones that you guys want to work on for the race troops. For the elf troops, sorry. And then you want to work on, obviously, your infantry. Infantry is very, very high defense on these guys. Plus, they have the poison attack with the elves to increase their critical hit chance, and also increase their attack. So, these are the 2 that you guys want to work on for the elves if you're an elf player. If you are an immortal player, which I'll switch over to real quick, because I have pretty much all the equipment. I don't know what the hell went wrong with my equipment for my elves, but I know I have the equipment for all the immortals, because I do train a lot of immortals, even though I'm an elf player. I do train a lot of the immortals because I have them T10, as I explained in my last video. But for these ones, you guys want to work on the cavalry. Their cavalry has a very good high attack with them. It also has the freeze effect with the mages that they have here. So you want to work on the mages and you want to work on the cavalry. It's opposite of the elves, and it's also opposite of the human troops. So for the equipment on these guys, work on your stables, work on your mage academy. These guys, this is going to give you the better advantage in the battle. It's going to increase the troop attack, defense, and health points, of course, like we talked about. So work on those if you're an immortal player. It's going to give you a little bit more of an advantage. If you use one of them specifically and you're an all-around player, just work on all of them. If you're attack, like I said, weapon, special equipment, which would be shield or the books, whatever so happens to be in that troop type. So it's pretty simple. I wouldn't stress about too much about getting the materials. Materials are pretty easy to obtain, especially in most kingdoms. Best thing you could do is probably save honor points for these. You're gonna have to get a lot of asphalt. You're gonna have to get a lot of pearls. So save your honor. Just like I have. I know I was up around like 26 mil for the honor. Save your honor points for this. It's gonna make it easier to build your equipment. On the weekends, just go crazy on your equipment because you can get the refining stones. You can get the equipment chest, and ultimately just pretty much boost your troops on the weekends. I mean, that's pretty much really all there is to it. I'm gonna switch back to my humans because I've been training these guys after I got zeroed. I know it doesn't look like I got zeroed. Hey, Guardian, you got 15 mil power. Yeah, I got zeroed. Even with 0 troops, I hit 13 mil, so I'm not sitting on a lot of troops. Apparently, I got something to heal, so don't even know where that came from. If it didn't want to be slow, thank you. No clue why it's being slow today. Hello, is it you I'm looking for? I can see it in your eyes. My troops are gonna die. So yeah, I mean, pretty simple stuff working with the troop equipment. I hope you guys maybe learned on what you should try to strive for in each one of your races. If you're like me and you use all the troops, I'm still working on my elves. I only have T5 and T6, so I'm still working on those, getting those to T10. But I'm still working on the equipment for them because I mix my elves in with my immortals and also with my humans. I use all 3 races in one march. It gives me a little bit of advantage over the other players that just use one. So if you guys got any questions, any comments, anything, leave them in the comments below. You can also find me in the game. You can find me online, and if you guys have me, whatever. So I hope you guys learned a little bit something about the troop equipment. Hopefully I can better invest into the video, show you guys a little bit of what the troop equipment is about when I get them higher levels. That's probably going to take me a little bit, so don't expect it too soon. But if you guys have any questions or anything, like I said, just comment, let me know what you guys want to know about the troop equipment, and I'll be gladly to come back and do another video for you guys. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and I'll see you for the next one.